Tonight, new frontiers in human snake ingenuity. Plus, Trump's been in office 2 months. Is everything fixed yet? We'll take a look. And the world's richest man is having a rough one, so grab some champagne and let's celebrate. Welcome to the Fenix News Report. In our top story tonight, a group of men robbed a gas station with a python's fangs. While I was considering giving this a shot so I could score some nacho cheese bugles, I've learned that a snake is considered a weapon, so I shall once again have to use money. Sucks, I know.
And speaking of getting robbed by snakes, let's talk about Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Trump has been in office now for 2 months, so how well has he been presidenting? Well, this week, Trump signed an executive order shutting down the Department of Education. So if you liked having your public schools funded, financial aid for college, or accommodations for kids with learning disabilities, well, sucks to be you, because that's all going.
But that's not all that got cut this week. Trump decided that warnings about the dangers of gun violence needed to be taken off of government websites. The removal of this advisory and the associated life-saving resources will be a shot in the arm to the flagging U.S. gun industry and a shot in the head to American school children.
Now these and other measures were all outlined in Project 2025. Paul Dans, the director of Project 2025, recently said in an interview that the Trump administration's activities were, quote, way beyond his wildest dreams. And judging by how furiously he was masturbating when saying that, we can assume they were wet dreams.
Now, there's no question the Trump team has been very busy these past 2 months, so surely they're making everything better, right? Well, the annual happiness rankings have come out and the U.S. has plummeted in the rankings down to 24th in the world. The U.S. is behind countries like Israel, who is actively at war right now, and Mexico, who has way better food than us.
But I'm sure the Trump team is going to look into that happiness thing just as soon as they finish lending a hand to the richest man in the world. You see, ever since the blue fairy turned the jerk-off motion into a real boy, our Elon has been super busy. In between counting his piles of money and playing video games on a gaming rig installed in an office, he has managed to find time to take away Americans' abilities to feed their family. And next up, gutting Social Security. Hey, you know that chunk of your paycheck that you earn by working hard? That chunk that gets saved so you don't starve to death in your 80s? Well, Elon Musk has called that system a Ponzi scheme, and he's looking to gut it. He's already started by taking money directly out of the bank account of a living human named Ned Johnson. Again, money that Ned earned by working hard for many years, because they said Ned was dead. Ned promptly put his hand on a door, and when it didn't go through the wood, he was pretty sure he was still alive, so he tried to call the Social Security Administration with his most alive-sounding voice.
But contacting the SSA is going to be pretty difficult thanks to another effort by Elon and Doge, cutting phone support and getting rid of walk-in offices. In fact, one client tried to drop by one of these offices and was told to call and make an appointment by phone. On the phone, she was put on hold for 6 hours on Monday, 5 hours on Tuesday, and 6 hours on Wednesday. But hey, if you need something to do while you're on hold, maybe Elon can give you some advice on your gaming rig.
Or you can always spend some time on Twitter like Elon does. The man who claims to spend 120 hours a week working still found plenty of time to twaddle, quote, Stalin, Mao, and Hitler didn't murder millions of people. Their public sector workers did. Yes, and I wonder wherever these workers could have gotten that idea from. Could it have been from their bosses, Stalin, Mao, and Hitler? Nah, I'm sure everyone just decided to do their own thing spontaneously.
All of these things and more have somehow made Elon Musk very unpopular, and we cannot see why that is. Can you guys not see that this man works very hard? But somehow still, his Tesla stock price is totally crashing, and we did not see that coming.
That's right, Tesla has been facing worldwide boycotts, a new Cybertruck recall, protests at their dealerships, and a competitor in China that can charge their much cheaper EVs in 5 minutes instead of half an hour. The Tesla board has been dumping their stock, and Elon's own brother unloaded 75,000 shares of Tesla stock recently. That should make a fun time at Thanksgiving. Can you pass the potatoes?
Would you like some of my company stock with that?
No, thank you. I'm good.
But don't worry, Donald Trump's administration is here to help. Not you. No, definitely not you, you selfish pricks. God, can't you think of anything besides yourself? My rent is too high. These eggs cost $1 million. Blah, blah, blah. Why don't you spend like 5 goddamn seconds and have some empathy for a guy who has more money than literally any human on the planet, okay? Elon is suffering. Luckily, his good friend Donald Trump helped him out by doing a Tesla commercial on the White House lawn to try and boost Elon's stock price.
Everything's computer.
But he didn't stop there. He sent Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick onto Fox News to try and help out our poor little Elon.
I think if you want to learn something on this show tonight, buy Tesla. It's unbelievable that this guy's stock is this cheap. It'll never be this cheap again. Who wouldn't invest in Elon Musk? You got to be kidding.
All right, so you're calling the bottom.
And did that work? Nah, the stock went down again after he said that. Ooh, could we get him to say some nice things about Twitter next?
Now, we do want to remind the viewers of something here. Many people have owned Teslas for several years, and they bought them because they were like tree huggers and shit. So it's not cool to key their cars, or smear poop on their cars, or set their cars on fire, or flip them off in traffic, okay?
Now, if it's a Cybertruck, you should definitely flip them off in traffic because that's different. Also, feel free to join a protest at a Tesla dealership near you, or you can get yourself to the nearest town hall. That's right, Republicans have been having town halls all over the country, and here's how that's going.
Now those people must be suffering from TDS, or Trump Derangement Syndrome, which is the name for when people hate having their country dismantled. One extremely brave representative named Justin Eichhorn vowed to battle these terrible libs.
Every Sunday night during session, I say goodbye to my wife and kids and make the 3-hour trek to St. Paul to fight for our way of life, because day after day, it is under attack from Metro liberals.
Oh, so brave. Eichhorn drafted a bill that would declare TDS an official mental illness. The bill defines TDS as, quote, soliciting a child or someone the person reasonably believes is a child to engage in sexual... Oh, no, I'm sorry. That is the description of soliciting a minor, which is what Eichhorn was arrested for shortly thereafter. Yes, on the same day that he filed his little TDS bill, he was also messaging someone he thought was a 17-year-old girl, asking her how much she'd charge to let him bang her without a condom. Justin, let me fix that campaign ad for you.
Every Sunday night during session, I say goodbye to my wife and kids and make the 3-hour trek to St. Paul to
Have unprotected sex with underage prostitutes.
Oh, would you look at that? He resigned. He's probably going to be busy with court stuff for a little while.
Now, with GOP reps like these, Democrats saw an opening and said, okay, you know what? We are gonna go have some town halls, we're gonna meet these citizens, and we are gonna get them on our side. But then Chucky Schumer folded like a cheap card table during government funding negotiations, so that hasn't worked out well for them either.
What you're saying is I'm not going to get my way when my people are being slaughtered, and I want you to stop funding them.
If you would like to run for office, run for
That
office.
is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You are the most soulless piece of crap I've ever seen.
That's your opinion.
Soulless.
Yes, it turns out as much as the citizenry hates having all their stuff taken away, they also hate when no one does anything about it. Democrats' approval rating has sunk to a historic low recently, but don't worry, they have a plan. And it's a good plan, too. And they are going to tell you about it any minute. Yeah, just you wait. It's good plan. Really good plan. Good plan. Good plan. It's a really good plan. What a plan, what a plan, what a plan, what a mighty good plan.
Mighty, mighty good plan.
What's that in here? Oh, it's the plan. We're not ready to... It's soon. Do you?
No, I don't have a plan.
No, I have a...
Oh, you have the plan. Can we see the...
We will.
It's real,
It's good.
right?
It is so good. You guys are gonna... You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be all
Can
over
I see
it.
the plan?
Yeah, sure. Let's put some time on the calendar.
Okay, I got time now. If you got time, do you have time right?
I am shooting a show right now.
me too. I'm here with you. There's the people they love to see this plan.
We got the whole team here, and
we've been waiting like a while.
I feel like we shouldn't rush into. We need to be careful.
Are we rushing?
We need to be careful.
I thought we were late.
About the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to. We don't want to be rushing in.
No.
Because we support Ukraine.
Yeah. No Russian.
I
see what you're doing there, right?
We support Ukraine, and that is part of the plan.
We can't see the plan right now because it's Russian?
It's not that we can't see the plan.
We can see it.
Yes.
We could. Good. Let's see that plan.
We could.
Okay.
We're not maybe at this particular juncture at this moment in time / history. It is a complicated time in the world. It is a complicated, complex world that we live in.
In terms of plan.
And I think that we can all agree on that.
No.
And
yes.
You don't think things are complicated right now?
No, I think things are I wish we had a plan.
Yeah.
Which we do. We
have a plan. We can't get through a world this complex without some kind of plan.
You'd have to have a plan by now.
We would have to have a plan by now. It's not like we didn't see this coming.
It would be just a horrible desertion of duty to not have a plan.
Sure.
Now.
And that is not what's happening. So I think I hear something that I need to go look at. Bye.
Is it the plan? Are you going to look at the plan? Can I also look at the plan with you? It has been a wild month in fashion, and we see prison scrubs and hospital gowns gaining unprecedented popularity, alongside with the resurgence of the pink slip bag, which has not been this hot since the early 90s. But the colors of the season are totally brown and green.
Newly minted fashion icon Dr. Rasha Alawieh, a brown-skinned doctor and professor at Brown University, started her unscheduled world tour when ICE agents got her a sudden and unexpected booking in Paris. Despite U.S. fashion judges demanding that we keep that bitch here and putting her whole stay on her H-1B visa card, she's gonna be walking that Paris runway for the foreseeable future.
Oh my God. The US of A has also been exporting green cardholders, that is. The fashion police have an industry-wide bolo. Be on the lookout for the accessory of the season. A green card. Got one already? Well, then you're probably going to be shimmying your stuff all over one of ICE's exclusive detention houses.
Perp strut right past those velvet iron bars and shake what your non-native born mama gave you for an undetermined amount of time while enjoying the brutalest conditions in brutalist prison chic architecture.
You will meet other green card fashionistas like Mahmoud Khalil out of New York, Bader Khan Suri, no relation to Suri Cruz, Vivian Schmidt, who's played by Berlin, Canadian actress Yasmin Mooney, and British domestic chic household name in Canada, Rebecca Burke. Talk about a trend, honey.
Now let's take a look at news from around the world in our segment, Stuff Happens in Other Places Too.
Ukraine's President Zelensky used a meeting with Prime Minister Starmer to urge, quote, active pressure on Putin to end fighting in his country. When reports of this reached our president, Trump sprang into action, sending very powerful, very strong masseuses to work on Putin's problem areas. He holds so much tension here in the Donbass region.
A team of researchers in Antarctica has asked for help after one of their colleagues got violent and started making death threats. The researcher in question has since apologized, and we've obtained exclusive footage of that apology.
Hey, I'm sorry for trying to stab you with that harpoon.
Thank you. I accept your apology.
Cool.
Anything else?
Yeah, and I'm sorry I said I was going to chop you up and feed you to the penguins. That was really shitty.
Thank you. All done?
And I'm sorry I tried to cut off your toes and eat them with the cocktail sauce that we used for the cod. That was super fucked up.
There it is.
Speaking of snow, a previously sacked British Airways pilot who had been fired for trying to fly his plane after doing rails off a hooker's rack has found his way back into the captain's chair. Now flying for European cargo, the company justified his hiring, saying, "He was I anyway, might as well put one of our planes underneath him, right, bruv?"
And speaking of new frontiers and global sensuality, trad wife with a job, Sabrina Carpenter, aka Madonna 2.0, revealed a never-before-seen, on stage that is, sex act called the Eiffel Tower at her concert in Paris. So you get two guys to give each other a very high five, and then there's Sabrina in the middle, like a trad wife, enjoying both her husband and his best friend because he asked her to. Stay tuned for her next concert in India, where she will reveal the Taj Mahal. Requires a lot more dudes.
And of course, every trip around the world ends with a homecoming. And after orbiting the globe for months due to an issue with their Boeing Starliner shuttle, astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore have returned to Earth at last. Both astronauts are in good condition after a water landing, but when asked to get on the plane and head home, seeing it was a Boeing, they said, hey, you know what? We'll just walk.
And finally tonight, let's wrap up with some good news. We already talked about how Elon Musk is having a rough week. Yay. But Trump has gotten shellacked in court this week with judges saying that Doge's takeover of U.S. aid was unconstitutional and fighting back against the transgender troop ban. They also blocked Doge from accessing sensitive Social Security data. And in Alabama, a deeply red state, they banned a device that converts pistols into machine guns. So that's awesome.
And veterans are fighting back against Elon Musk in a new ad.
I did not put my life on the line for some tech bro billionaire from South Africa to come in here and try to destroy our country.
Hell yeah, that is awesome. Now, we know things are hard right now, but all the bad stuff is triggering a massive backlash. So keep showing up at those town halls and outside those Tesla dealerships. Keep calling your representatives. And keep being pissed off.
That wraps up this week's episode. We'll be off again next Friday, but you can check out our podcast, Washington to Westminster, next Wednesday. Till then, love you. Bye.
Oh, fucking hell. Did you catch the Bears game?
Yeah, I thought that they did a really good job on both defense and offense.
Yeah, they really fucked shit up out there, man. I'm telling you
They really
what.
did, yeah.
Dude, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
me and the gals, we was down at the bowling alley, you know, checking some pens and shit.
Word.
Oh, fucking hell. This piece of sausage walked in, all 255'4" of him.
Oh my God.
Damn, he was hot.
Did you climb him like a tree?
He didn't have 8-pound balls when he came in. He did when he saw me, you know what I'm saying?
Snap.
Yeah. Oh, nailed that.
Because you like fucking dudes at the bowling alley.
Man,
that
I like
is
in the
your
bowling
deal.
alley.
Yes.
I mean, have you been in the bathroom there?
I try not to.
Good, because you'd have slipped all over him, if you know what I mean? Like on the floor. Oh.
Yeah. Because it's a mess in there. Yeah, no, I hold it in till I get home, even if I have like the worst diarrhea, which I usually do from the nachos.
Oh, bitch, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking hell, right?
It is a
oh
mess
my
in
God.
there. It's so sloppy.
Oh, my tits itch just thinking about it.
Yeah.
So bad.
No, that makes sense.
Anyway, so did I tell you about my vagina?
No, what's going on with your vajayge?
What isn't going on with that thing down there? My God.
Oh my God.
It's like a house of horrors. Well, horror.
That's from all the bowling alley shit. You should maybe
my
more or less
God.
at the bowling alley. Have you thought about it?
I thought about it, but
Yeah.
you know, I got that little punch card and I'm nearly a 10. I'm
Well,
at 3.
you're gonna get that sandwich sooner or later, baby. Keep going, keep going.
let
Don't
me
stop,
tell you.
won't stop.
Not on this lifetime. Hell no. No,
Woo!
like, Madonna is my co-pilot. You know what I'm saying? You
I
know what I'm
do,
saying?
yes.
Yeah.
She really hoarded up in the 80s.
God
slash
damn.
80s. You know what? We're not slut-shaming her for that because we believe in a woman's right, your right,
Our right
to
as women.
fuck dudes at the bowling alley bathroom.
That dick is your dick. You just gotta go claim it. That's all. You gotta go grab it. Reach out there and
Like a
grab
tree.
it.
Swerve that bitch.
Laugh it around a
Okay.
little bit.
That was aggressive.
It doesn't need to know what's happening.
Sure.
You're in charge. Know what I'm saying?
Are the dudes okay with all the slapping?
Who cares? They're just dudes.
Okay.
Okay, what do they have opinions now? Pay for my nachos, boys. That's all I need you for. And then you get down and eat my nachos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. Amen. Amen, sister.
Hey, all the men. Hey, amen. Amen. You ever did it with your sister and watching? It is not hot. Now,